What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Cool Fan video. My name is Matt, and what a weekend it's about to be. College football Saturday is here, and you know who's joining the party? They're that friend that's always late, a little unreliable. It's the old Pac-12. Their season finally getting kicked off this Saturday. So exciting. And that's a big thing to watch for, because as the college football playoff shakes out, could a Pac-12 team get in? Maybe, maybe not. It's going to be a big thing of discussion, and here's why. They're only playing 6 regular season games and then one more with the conference championship. So at the very best, you're going to have one Pac-12 team going 7-0, 6-0 in the regular season, plus the conference championship to even have a shot at college football playoff talk. And here's why it's going to be so challenging. One, the Pac-12 loves cannibalism. In years past, they always beat up on each other. They're always the teams that are knocking each other out. So I foresee that coming very soon, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But here's the other big reason. We just saw Wisconsin get one of their games completely canceled. The Badgers at this point are out of the college football playoff picture because of that lost game. Every single one counts, and the Pac-12 has put in no room for any games to be canceled, for any games to be postponed or played at a later date. If a game is to be canceled because of the coronavirus, that game is now done. So the Pac-12 is going to have to count their blessings and really hope that they can get this full season underway, have each game played, and hopefully get some ranked opponents in the Pac-12 so that these wins actually mean something. Now, there are 2 really big games on Saturday. USC against Arizona State. That's in the Pac-12 South. USC is by far the best team in the Pac-12 right now. They're returning their quarterback. Clay Helton is the coach yet again. I know it's like a snip, snap thing there with Clay Helton, but he's coming back for another season. But they're taking on the Herm Edwards Arizona State Sun Devils. USC favored by 10.5, which seems a little bit big for me. But this could be a chance for ASU to either step up to the plate, get a huge win here against a ranked opponent, and propel themselves to the top of the Pac-12, or this could be the beginning of what USC could call a very dominant season in the Pac-12. Now, on the other side, in the North, Oregon is taking on Stanford. It seems like USC, Oregon, and ASU. Those are the 3 teams that we have to watch in the Pac-12. And if Oregon can get a win over Stanford, that's big. They have to go undefeated. They have no ranked opponents on their schedule right now. So that means the only one they might play is in the conference championship. Outside of the Pac-12, there are 2 games that I love this weekend. It's Clemson versus Notre Dame and Florida and Georgia. Let's start with the Clemson-Notre Dame game. They're without Trevor Lawrence for the 2nd straight week, and they struggled mightily last week against Boston College. No one saw it coming. It took a huge comeback and some late game heroics to win that one. They've got freshman quarterback DJ Uiagalelei starting yet again, and he actually played pretty well against Boston College. But Notre Dame is a much tougher defense. They're a much better team, and Clemson needs this game if they want a clear path to the college football playoff. Here's the thing to remember about both of these teams. For Clemson, even if they're damaged and beat up, they have tons of 5-star recruits on this roster. They will find talent where they need to find talent. And Notre Dame, this is a classic just screw up, let down. Notre Dame chokes again, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. Clemson is favored, and I like them in that. Florida, Georgia, let's talk about them. It's going to be Alabama versus one of these teams in the SEC championship. Whoever wins this one will probably end up going. They both come in with 1 loss. And more than that probably isn't going to get you to that game. And if one of them is battling for the 4th spot in the college football playoff, this game probably decides that too. I like Kyle Trask. I think this is his Heisman candidate moment in the college football sphere. I like Florida in this game, but it's a huge rivalry game, even though these 2 teams play outside of states. They play at a neutral site in Jacksonville. It gets rowdy, so I'm going to love this game, and I think I love Florida in it. The last thing I want to leave you with is 2 college football bets that I think are locks this weekend. You can tail me if you want. You can fade me if you want. I don't care, but I'm going to give them to you anyways. The first one is Liberty versus Virginia Tech. The over is set at 67.5 points. Now, you might not realize this, but Liberty has gone over in 9 of their last 13, and Virginia Tech has gone over in 4 of their last 6. Liberty is the 16th best offense in the nation, and Virginia Tech is 17. Their defenses aren't great, and so I see a lot of points being scored in this one. 67.5 isn't a lot for these 2 teams who are scoring at a high clip, so expect this one to go over. I really like that game. And then the second one I'm going to give you is West Virginia versus Texas. Texas is favored at 6.5 points. They're playing at home. They are coming off a very big win against Oklahoma State, but let's be realistic. Texas is not back. Texas loves to disappoint, and the Big 12 is a mess right now. I'm personally going to be throwing West Virginia money line on this game, but if you don't want to go that far, 6.5 points for the Mountaineers is not a bad bet. So I like that there. West Virginia, they're 3-2-1 against the spread this season, and Texas, they're just like Notre Dame. They love to choke. So I've got West Virginia plus 6.5 and the Liberty Virginia Tech over. I hope you enjoy your college football Saturday. Thanks for watching this Cruel Fan video, and we will see you next time.